I'm so glad that I wasn't live there just a few minutes ago to know what I'm saying this. I was using a lot of bad words, most of which started with F. And bad words. Okay, we got no viewers. Okay. Hey.
I did it.
I know. Now all I have to do is figure out whether or not chat has been enabled or disabled.
Oh, let me go check.
That'd be great.
Oh my, how do I do this? It's so different.
God, this is crazy.
Okay, let's see.
Or is this the live me or is this the live me? This is live me. So this needs to go away.
That's the wrong one.
This makes that go away. And
Live now, loading, and I have chat.
okay, good. Okay, tell me what's going on over there because I have no idea. Jeez.
Hello, Donna.
I was sitting here doing this, and I'll tell you, every bad word that I know was coming out of my mouth and directed toward YouTube and Google+. Every bad word. I left nothing out. And then I thought, oh my God, I think I'm live. I thought I was recording everything I was saying.
Well, I didn't hear it, so.
Okay, so now we're 15 minutes into the chat. We got 3 viewers. Probably all those of us who were on the panel before. Oh, well.
And as Joy and Speeding Turtle wants to know how to get in.
I put the link over on Google Plus again under RV Women Hangout Take 2. I don't have any other way of posting it because I don't see the comments on YouTube.
Oh, it's jumping around on me.
What a clusterfuck this is. Honest to God.
Donna says she didn't hear any bad words.
Well, that's good because I said a lot of them.
Okay, Speeding Turtle said she'll go check. I didn't get a notice this time.
Yeah, see, I still can't. I still have no idea.
Oh, there's Nana's Joy. Hey, Nana's Joy.
Okay, I'm not looking there. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, okay, good. You never know with me. I might pop in and be mute.
Shoot, now I can't get this page back. Out there, that's what I want to do. And that's what I want to do. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm not even going to think about it anymore. This makes me crazy. We have 6 viewers. I have no idea how they're even viewing it. And I think next week we're going to do this on blab.im so everybody can see how friggin' easy it is over there, where this is just a nightmare. And it's for as long as I've been doing this, they have changed this 3 times. 3. They have changed the way to get into this. And they still have my website, my YouTube site, as a beta testing site, which I have asked them repeatedly to stop doing that, to make me just a normal idiot site, because I don't want to beta anything for them. But we're just going to go over next week to blab.im, and I'll do like 5 or 10 minutes over here, and I'll be on blab.im too. I'll just do them both. On, you know, I'll break out another computer if I have to. But this is insanity. Absolute insanity. Speaking of insane, I have been on the road since Tuesday. And so I missed the Paris shootings. And oh my God, I was shocked. I just found out today.
Yeah.
I put up the TV antenna and got some channel in Spanish, and they were, as much as I could understand, there was multiple shootings in Paris, and 100 and something people are dead, and you know, it wasn't one thing; it was multiple places.
132 dead, 350 hurt, 99 serious.
Ooh. I could have sworn I saw 125, but I wasn't. You know, I was trying to read Spanish. All the channels here are pretty much in Spanish. I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas. No, I'm not. I am actually on Padre Island, Texas, I guess is what it's called. And we were going to go, when I say we, I mean me and the dog. We were going to go to a wildlife place, blah, blah, blah. But they have no internet at all out there. So we're actually on Mustang Island. No, I haven't seen any Mustangs yet. But we haven't been here for very long. And tonight, for our discussion, I thought it would be interesting to talk about what it's really like on the road. And it is a much different experience than sitting in an RV park in an RV, which is very nice. But rolling down the road is a completely different experience. Cindy was trying to get in there. Can you repeat where she comes from? Yes. The link is over on Google+, and it is under RV Women Hangout Take 2. And that's the correct link, wherever it says Take 2. And that link should get you into the panel. And for anybody else who's out there, we can have up to 10 people on the panel. Unlike over at blab.im, you can only have 4 people at a time, but people can click in and out, click in and out, click in and out. It's really fabulous and really easy. And
just like that. Just like that.
Just like that. That's like that. And I still can't do it with that hand. Okay. I broke this finger a long time ago and swinging on a rope over a river. And anyway, it's never been snappable after that. But I wanted to discuss what it's really like on the road. I would love it if we can get a lot of participation on this, because there is the romance concept of what it's like on the road, and then there's reality. Now, what was interesting is in the days that I've been traveling, it's been raining most of the time. which does not make for fun RVing or fun driving. But here are the things that I noticed. And the bad part for me is I am a solo driver. And so that makes it a little more difficult and exhausting. But things like that you don't really think about is getting gas. Now, I'm in the great state of Texas, and I think the gas stations are about 150 miles apart. And but you really have to pay attention to where your gas stations are or where they're going to be. You know, when it says in Texas they have Sunoco stations, so when it says Sunoco, you better not be paying attention to how many miles that is. You better be paying attention to what exit that is, because in Texas, some of the freeway driving, and I was on the 37 when most of this was happening to me, is you get off on the frontage road. You get off onto a frontage road that eventually will lead you to the gas station. If you don't get off at the frontage road, you don't get gas. It's just that simple. You have to pay attention to what the exit numbers are. Now, driving around California, you know, for the last, 40 years of my life, I pretty much know where everything is and how everything works. When you come to another state like Texas, yeah, this is like being on Mars. So the things are so different. And it's just little things.
The other things you have to worry about is the orientation of the pumps, whether, you know, they're out front, whether you can get in and get out.
And not only that, is their roof high enough?
Right.
That's why you need to know how high your roof is. Now, most of the roofs by the freeways, with the exception of, like, okay, there have been a couple, the roofs weren't high enough. And so you get off thinking you're going to get gas. And if you're sitting at a quarter tank of gas in a big Class A, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Because you could run out of gas before you see a gas station where you can pull into and get out of. The other thing that I noticed in Texas, which was unlike Arizona and unlike California, is the truck stops, if you will, those places where truckers pull off and get gas and get their rigs cleaned and all that stuff. In California and Arizona, they're huge. They're huge places. Texas, they're teeny little tiny places. They can maybe park 20 rigs, and they're back ends. So if you're like me and you've got a tow vehicle, going backwards isn't an option. It just isn't one. So you have to either pull it forward or go down the road and find someplace else. And I found that to be really interesting. These big semi-trucks, drivers, they're tired, and so what do they want them to do? They want them to back their rigs up. That's insane. The other thing is I don't typically drive at night. I try not to because bad things happen at night. I don't see well enough anymore, in my judgment, to drive at night. I mean, I could if I absolutely had to, but I'd rather not. But the thing in Texas is that when you get up like I do at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're waiting for the sun to come up, there are all kinds of dead critters on the highway. All kinds. Deer. Somebody has hit these things with their vehicles.
Right.
And so that's another reason, while you're driving your house down the road, that you would really, really, really want to not drive at night. Because, and right now it's rutting season, it's November, which means the rut's on for deer, and they're just nuts. So, yeah, they could be running towards you thinking that you're the love of their life. and you end up with a crashed vehicle. And these deer are just mangled. I mean, and I'm not even talking about the skunks and the coyotes, and that's just in the direction I was going. I don't even know what they were seeing on the other side of the road. You know, it was 2 lanes of where I was going. And so you've got 2 more lanes going the other way. How many dead animals were over there? And I'm sorry to say it doesn't really look like anybody comes by and picks them up. Ick. And, but skunks, and I think I'm on my 3rd armadillo, which I'd love to see a live one. I've seen 3 dead ones. But, you know, these creatures can damage our vehicles. And seriously, you know, and I see a lot of trucks cruising down, and they have those, you know, those front guard things. And I'm thinking for RVs, that's probably not a bad idea. But yes.
Have you ever stayed at a Love's or a Pilot?
Yes. And I don't remember when. I'd have to look in my journal. But I stayed in one. Okay, I can't remember where. But it was big. It was roomy. It was not in Texas. I have pulled into, I think it was 2 or 3. It could have been Pilot, could have been Love's. I think they were Love's. And the Love's one, teeny tiny. There's no place. You would think in the big state of Texas they would have plenty of parking room, but they don't. And I don't know. Well, I know what the truckers do. They do the same thing that I did, which was pull into the rest stops, or they have other things called picnic areas. And they're basically one picnic table and off the road, maybe a couple of trees. But honestly, I think there was only one picnic table. But I think that's what they do, is they just pull off there. There's no, the other thing that is a challenge is, I noticed in Texas, I didn't notice it so much in Phoenix, I mean in Arizona, a couple places in Arizona, but there's no place to turn off. You know, if you have trouble and you just want to get off the road, there's no medium, none. And if there is a medium, it's like 1.5 feet long, big, and then there's a big kaboom that's going to take out the undercarriage of your vehicle. There doesn't seem to be any pulling over in the great state of Texas. Can't figure that out. I don't know what people do when their cars break down. I don't really. It was very stressful. It was actually very, very stressful.
Have you ever stayed in a rest area?
Oh yeah, I have stayed in rest areas the entire trip, with the exception of one night. I went to an RV park that was associated with Caverns of Sonora, and that's in Texas. And they have a little RV park there, and I stayed there overnight. It was $20. I toured the caverns. It was a 2-hour nonstop, not very fast tour of this amazing, amazing place. And if you ever get a chance, you have to go there. That's just all. It doesn't matter if it's winter or summer. It doesn't matter. You have to go there. And it's the temperature is constant. It's around 70 degrees in the caverns, and humid. So even if you went there in winter, it wouldn't be cold. Where a lot of caverns, you go in and they're cold, 66 degrees, 65 or 60 degrees. And but this was a 2-hour, just awesome walk. And went with, there were 4 people in our group plus the guide, and it's just, I made a video of it. I'll post it at some point, but just amazing, amazing place. But again, it's one of those things where you pull in, and then you find out they have no dump station. Okay, there's no hookup. It's because caverns are underneath your feet. They are, I think I think she said 8 stories down, and then of course back up again. But, 8 stories down, you certainly don't want sewage dripping on you. So yeah, you pull into places like that, and there's no place to empty your tanks. And fortunately, I was in pretty good shape in that regard, so it really didn't bother me. But like when I pulled into here, Mustang Island, I needed to dump my gray tank in a big way. And so, when she said to me, we don't have sewer hookup, because I make them explain it to me now. When they say we have full hookup, I want to know what they think that is. Because full hookup to me is electric, water, sewer, optional cable TV, definitely Wi-Fi. Okay, to me, these things make up full hookup. And so, and they have a dump station, but they do not have, individual sewer running through the campground itself, which was fine. I just needed to unload that gray tank, and before it started coming up through the shower. But, and really, really fascinating. The other thing that I discovered while being on the road was I have a 40-gallon fuel tank. Okay. I fill up when it hits like half. When it hits halfway, I go and find some place and fill up. I know that, within 25 miles, I'm going to go and fill that thing up. I was thinking how nice it would be to have an extra fuel tank. 25 gallons would be nice. Because I am maybe getting 300, I'm guessing, 350 to 400 miles to the tank. And that's just not very far when you're really driving, when you're really hauling it. That's just not very far. So you really have to consider the size of your tank. And I know that Class A's come with all different sizes of tanks. And, man, I'd love to have 50 gallons. Just so I don't have to go through the anxiety. And I think there's room under there for me to add, or not me, but to pay somebody to add a auxiliary tank underneath my RV, and I'm going to start looking into that. And if I do end up going to Mexico at some point, I really would like to have that extra tank, because I am imagining that they do not have gas stations every place I'm going to need gas. So to have that extra auxiliary fuel would be very bueno. For those of you who are listening, and if anybody wants to be on the panel, women.
Speech Turtle wants to get in. She can't get. I tried to send her a private message through Google.
Yeah.
And
who is it? Who wants it?
Right. So if you wouldn't mind sending her the link again.
No, who is it that wants it?
Speeding Turtle.
Oh, Speeding Turtle.
Yeah.
Okay, Speeding Turtle, I am sending you an invite. It is, look in, if it doesn't appear on your YouTube channel, or if that little, bell or whatever's up in the upper right-hand corner doesn't, click on, then go to your associated email and see if it's there. Sometimes they send them there. I don't know why, because I don't understand any of this. But I understand blab.im. Okay.
Or
But
tell her to go over to Google Plus and do that Hangout tour.
Google, if you go to Google Plus, which is you get there by typing plus.google.com, you will find under, go to RV Lady, and you will find that there's a message there that says RV Women Hangout Take 2, and that is the address for the panel, to participate on the panel. Let's see, what else did I notice? Oh, what dawned on me as I was driving down the road and it was raining is I had never turned on the windshield wipers in my RV ever.
Oh, God.
Didn't know where they were. Wasn't even sure how to turn them on. And the same gizmo, whatever it's called, that is the turn signal and is also cruise control, as is also the windshield wiper.
Hey, RV lady. Deb Durin wants a link.
Who?
Deb Durin.
Hold on. Is it Deb? R-N. No. Yep.
Okay, a while back you were talking about the needing to know what was at the different exits.
Yes.
If you check out at Camping World, they do have a catalog or a book that you can buy that will tell you what is at each exit all across the United States. So if you want to plan ahead, you can check your route for the day that you're going to be driving.
Yeah.
And check out the exits and find, gas stations and rest stops and everything that you need all across your route.
That's a really good idea, and I didn't realize that Camping World had that. And if there was a book, and here's why you need a paper book, is because a lot of times you're on these roads and there is no internet, you have no cell signal, and of course it's always when you want it, you don't have it. So that is a really, really good idea, and I'm going to stop at Camping World and buy one. Now, of course, the caveat to that is how often do they update it? Because, like a lot of businesses across the nation, Texas got hit with the recession, and a lot of businesses, especially I've noticed those on the, the highways, are no longer there. Empty buildings, empty gas stations.
Yeah.
And sometimes it will be marked, because they mark them, they do their best, gas, food, camping, hotel accommodations, whatever the case may be at that exit. They do mark that. Now, what they might not do, and what I found that they didn't do was, the motels were there and the RV park was there, but the gas station had been closed. And so, and the Dairy Queen did the dust too, or that location anyway. I think it was a Dairy Queen. It might have been something. It was some kind of ice cream place. And, those, they went out of business. So once again, if you're on a quarter of a tank and everything's open but the gas station, now you're hunting hard. And it's like, I noticed that the roadside rests, the rest stops, whatever they're called, are oftentimes 100 miles apart, 96 miles, 98 miles apart. Now, on the map that I have from AAA, the paper map that I have, it marks all of the rest stops and indicates whether or not they're full-service rest stops, which means they have bathrooms and water, or they're like those picnic places where they don't have anything. They just have a place to park that may or may not be lonely and one picnic. But you know, on a regular map, you can see where your rest areas are, and of course, all the exits are there as well. Which, you know, you can probably Google exit whatever 385, and it'll tell you what's at that exit. You know, if you really wanted to go that way and not go to the book. But again, the paper book, just like the paper maps, you have to have them because you don't always have internet. You know, it's a constant when you're out on the road. It's a constant challenge to, like me, I have a Wi-Fi. If I have a Verizon signal, I have internet. And I can, of course, have that internet on my phone. So I can look up stuff if there is a signal out there to grab. If there's no signal, you're just SOL. And then you have to go to paper. So I'm definitely going to get one of those camping book things from, there she is. From, hi Cindy, you got in. How did you get in, Cindy? Cindy?
Invited.
You're in.
Yeah, I went to Google Plus.
Okay. Yeah, Google Plus, RV Women Hangout Take Two has the information for this panel, to be on the panel. The other things that you notice when you're traveling is like, how do you get your tires checked? I can't check these tires. These are huge, ginormous tires. I've got, you know, 4 tires on the back and 2 on the front. And other than pulling into a tire store, which is what I'm going to do before I leave this area, pull into a tire store and say, "Hi, can you check my tires?" It'll probably be discount tire because I've been buying tires there for a really long time, even though the RV tires are from Les Schwab up in Northern California. So, but I'm in a different climate now. I need to check my tire pressure. I mean, I can go out there and put the thingamabob on it and see what it says, but as far as putting the, checking the air on the inside tire, I have no idea how to do that. I mean, these are just like little things. Being on the road and having your vehicle serviced. I found, and somewhere there's a video about this, I just haven't, you know, put it together yet. But, you know, every 3,000 miles, you need to get your oil changed.
Hey, RV lady.
Yep.
Google RV Gal says there's a rest area app.
I think there is too.
Debbie RV says this is why I think we should be working a list to generate. And she says no link. Where was it sent?
It could be in the email. It could be in the email that's associated to your YouTube account. It may be in your messages on your YouTube channel. You can definitely get in by going over to plus.google.com, go to RV Lady, and then scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see RV Women Hangout Take Two. And that's because we started over. But
so did you get your lights fixed?
Oh yes. Driving down the road, and there's some woman hanging out of her car doing this. She was the passenger, and trying to tell me that something was going on, and I knew something was going on when she was, you know, doing this. But the thing that you have to remember is when you get that sinking feeling of panic in your gut, that you can't do anything about it. you're driving 65 or 70 miles an hour or whatever you're driving, and the speed limit for most of Texas is 80, you get that feeling, that thing in your gut that says, holy crap, step on the brake. But you can't do that. You can't. You just have to wait it out. It's like I drove it. There were cars going by me, waving and indicating that I had something going on in the back, and I was just like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. There's nothing you can do. Especially, and that's when I discovered there's no place to turn off. There isn't just slide off on the side of the road. God forbid you have a flat tire. But so I ended up pulling off the road and then recognized it was my lights, and then went to, what's it called, Walmart, Wally World, and just bought new lights. I got a lot of comments. There's WRN. I got a lot of comments about something having to do with a pigtail and lighting the Suzuki, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get into why I can't do that. I disconnect the battery. And so the lights won't work anyway. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it runs off the RV. I don't know. When you get out on the road, there are a bazillion things that you find out that you do not know. You just don't know. And the other thing is...
RV lady, can you
yes?
hear me?
I hear you, Deb.
Can you see the side chat at all?
No.
Okay. Well, we have a troll, so everybody's going to have to just ignore.
Yeah, just ignore the troll. If I could get rid of him, I would. Hey, what's the name of the troll?
Hancock 32456.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wish I could see it. Let me see if it'll let me get in on my channel yet.
Well, if you can see it, if you blue wrench me, then I can take care of the side chat.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
well,
barely
good.
do it.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I barely know what's happening here. Let's see if this one.
I'm flagging him. I just don't know how to. I can't flag him anymore. Won't let
If
me.
you can see me say hi on the side chat,
Yeah.
let me know, and then I'll tell you how to give me a blue wrench.
A blue wrench.
Yeah. Just tell me if you see. I just typed hi.
Hold on.
Flag them. Little flag on the right-hand side of their post.
No, are you
I
talking
can
about
take
the
them
chat?
completely out if I have a blue wrench.
Are you talking about the group chat that's inside the panel?
No, I'm talking about the outside conversation.
Okay, I'm trying to find that right now.
It's on your YouTube channel if that helps you.
You'd think it would, huh?
Yeah, if you would go to your YouTube channel, you would be able to see it.
You would really think that that's exactly where it would be. But unfortunately, on my YouTube channel, it does not show me. It does not show this chat. There it is. Okay. I can find it now. Okay. Now let me go over here. That is out. Or did we say something? Where's our troll? Oh, we should get rid of the troll.
Okay, I'm typing hi again. Oh, won't let me because I just typed hi. But if you can find Deb the RN, I'll tell you how to give me a blue wrench.
Okay. I mean, I see where you typed hi. I see that.
Okay, hover over my name, Deb the RN.
Now let me go.
Nope, actually that's wrong. You need to go to the right side of my name to the flag.
Okay.
And in that flag, when you click it, you should see something that says make moderator or something of those terms.
Wayne's RV?
No, you've got to be on me, on my flag, next to my name.
I know, I was looking for that. Now you're gone. Oh. Oops.
Yeah, it'll say make moderator.
What a pain in the ass this is.
Well, once you get used to it, it's not that bad.
It says Deb the RN, Wayne's RV. Deb.
Are you on the flag to the right of my YouTube channel name?
Yeah. Oh no. Doesn't make it easy, does it? Yep, sure as hell doesn't make that easy.
Did you find it?
Oh yeah, I'm there. It says moderators. I've typed in Deb the RN, add moderator, Deb the RN. I put it in there, I clicked return, and I got nothing.
Yeah, okay. I know this confuses you, and I understand that.
Guys,
No, there's nothing confusing about it. It doesn't work. Unless you're magically the moderator now, it does not work.
Yep, I got the blue wrench.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Okay.
All right, continue your conversation.
Okay, I have no idea what we were talking about. Okay, let's go.
You got a couple of trolls on there.
Yep, I sure do, and I'll take care of them for you guys.
How can we have trolls?
Because every side chat has controls if there's a chance for them to get away with it.
What a bunch of malarkey.
Oh, Deb.
Close that. Okay, I'm going. Okay, excuse me while I figure this out again. Oh, here, that's what I want to do. I want to do this. Yeah, we're definitely going to use the other format.
Eating Turtle's trying to talk to you.
She is?
Yeah.
Turtle, we can't hear you because we can't hear you. It's all breaking up. When you talk, it breaks up. So I don't know what to tell you. Let's go this way. Okay.
Anyway, I was going to tell you, I had that sinking feeling when we were coming back from Alaska. We we got into the States and we stayed a night and we forgot to unplug the electric cord when we took off.
Oh!
So we were going down the road dragging the electric cord.
Whoa!
We got the honking and the screaming and all that, so we had to pull over, and of course we found that.
Oh! Okay, I haven't done that. It's probably because I have gotten to, I'm still nervous, and so I do the walk around, you know, all the time I'm doing it to make sure that I don't forget anything.
Yep.
We did that one time.
yeah, walk around checklist. Great.
Yeah,
We were
you
just
gotta,
want to move a few feet.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I totally see how that could happen, though. I totally get that.
Yep.
It's awful. And I don't even know what I would do if I drove away with that. I have lost, between the Suzuki and the RV, I have lost 3 gas caps. Locking gas caps.
Oh, no.
And it was the kind where you could just take out the key and I would take out the key and I'd put it up on top of the thing and finish with the gas and, bon voyage. And leave my gas cap. And realize that, I know where I've left them all. But you realize it after you're 50 miles away. And it's
Right.
like, did you put the gas cap on? I don't remember putting the gas cap on. I don't remember the click, click, click.
We did we did that when we bought the motorhome a week before we left for Alaska. We didn't know anything about the air ride that you could shush it down or anything. So when we bought it, he had a nice step, and I said, "Oh, does that come with it?" And he said, "Yeah." So we had this step. We'd get out. My husband would get out and put the step. So we stepped down that, and we got into Watson Lake and camped. And the next morning, we drove right out without it.
Oh, no.
Just left it right there.
Oh, no. And I'm so afraid that I'm going to lock the RV door and then lose the keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so afraid of that. And I lock the RV even when I'm just going to go put gas in the tank. I lock the RV.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you should.
Well, it's on the other side. It's like I'm on this side. Somebody could get into my RV and the key's in the ignition and they could just drive away.
Right.
And I'd be standing there holding the gas tank.
That just happened to Nomadic Fanatic.
What?
It did. Not the driving away, but he locked the door
Oh.
with his keys in there.
Oh. Well, how
And
do you
so
do that?
he had to get a guy to come out to unlock the thing. A locksmith.
Well, first he had to wait for somebody to show up so he could use their phone because his phone was in there too.
Right.
Yeah, you think about, because when I get out of the RV to put gas in, I get out with my credit card and the key to the gas cap, and now the keys to the door. So I lock the door and then walk around and unlock the gas cap, and then I pay for my fuel, and I stand there while it pumps. I do not go back in the RV and sit there and wait.
Right.
I just stand there. It's so boring. That's really why I only get half a tank at a time, because then I'm only standing there for 20 gallons or 22 gallons. I'm not standing there for 40. Yeah, what I think is an alternative is I have one of those magnetic, you stick them underneath your vehicle somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably my answer. I used to do that on patches. I had that set up, and yes, hide a key. And I had that set up, but the stupid hide a key thing only holds 2 keys at maximum. I got 2 keys to this door, and then I might as well put the extra key to the Suzuki in there too. So if I lose that, and the extra key to the ignition here, in case I lose that. But I'm so afraid of that. But I can't lock myself out of the RV because you have to have the key to lock the door. So there's no closing the door and, oh, it's locked. Oops. There's none of that. But I've got the 2 locks on there. Put your gas key on your key ring. I put the gas key on the front, on the door. I only have 1 door in this RV, okay, which is scary. And so, yeah, I just, there's no front passenger or front driver's door. There's just the one salon door, I call it. I don't know what it's called. But just the 1 door. So, if there's a fire, I'm in trouble. Well,
I only have 1 door. Only 1 door in the bus.
yeah, you do. I don't like that. I got used to that in the Class C. I got used to having 3 doors. It was very nice.
But what the feature is these windows will pop out in an emergency. So if I'm anywhere in the coast, and there's a fire between me and the front door, then those windows are nice and big, and I'm skinny, so I can just jump right in.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, Turtle.
Oh, again?
Yes. I
Oh,
think you need to stay closer to your microphone.
oh. I think it's my internet connection is kind of sloppy.
Maybe it's your internet connection. I can't decide what it is. Am I breaking up at
I
all?
think sometimes a little bit. I think it's my connection.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's going to
Okay.
snow tonight. Did I tell you guys we're going to have snow tonight? Like right here in the park. It's going to be fabulous. Because it's cold. I've got my woolies on now already.
I hate the snow.
Oh, I love it if I don't have to go out and drive it.
I don't know what the hell.
I don't like the snow at all. Okay. I'm kind of watching the comment section for anybody who makes any kind of offensive remark and eliminating them along with the FDRN. And yeah, it's for those of you who want to know whether or not I have hit menopause, yes, past it. And when I say that, I mean, thank you, Jesus. Jamming along, I'm on Mustang Island, southwest of Corpus Christi. Southwest of Corpus Christi, yeah. Where are you? Jamming, tell me where you are. It is supposed to be 40 degrees here on Wednesday. You know, that's just insane. And let's see, Thomaso 9140, I hope you enjoy your conversation with YouTube.
Oh God, Hancock's back.
Let's see. Yeah, 9140, I hope you enjoy the conversation and other things. There you are. Enjoy your conversation with YouTube. Yeah, you really got to wonder how midget-minded these people are that that they sit around and do this. I mean,
Don't
oh
they
my
have better
God.
to do?
Obviously not, because it would actually require a brain bigger than what they have.
Oh.
So, yeah.
What happened to Deb the RN? She go away?
I'm here. I was answering. Somebody else is sending messages through Google, and I've been answering them.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've got this. I'm just deleting away. And block user. Block user.
That Thomas one's not good.
Yeah, oh, that's okay. I got him. Block user. I've recorded them all to YouTube, you know, and I don't understand why these people want to do this. YouTube's a big friggin' company. I'm in New Mexico hitting Texas tomorrow. Why did I think, jamming along, that you were already in Texas and you're going on the 20th, as I recall. And anyway. Okay, he's already blocked, then why am I seeing him? Okay.
Well, let's don't let him take up our time.
Okay, I know, and he is taking up our time. Okay. Because I'm watching him over there. Okay, I was talking to Jammin. She says she's in New Mexico and headed towards Texas. I thought she was already in Texas. And she went northeast and I went south-south. So, you know, I have no desire to be in any kind of cold, and that's why I'm really upset that 40 degrees is forecast for Wednesday. Let's see, the other things that become difficult when you're on the road is I have been staying at like the truck stop places and one time and the rest areas. And of course, it's that constant action that's going on outside your vehicle. Now, if you travel with dogs, or me, I travel with dog, um, yeah, she barks incessantly all night long over car doors and people talking and their radios and I can tune all that stuff out. I don't even hear it. But when she barks, I about hit the ceiling each time she does that. Um, I mean, it's just so startling, and and I can just shut that all off. But that's the other thing to consider is disrupted sleep and how that affects you and your ability to drive.
Yeah,
You know,
oh, is anybody talking? Am I just listening?
Who's talking?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm talking to these people, George.
Did we lose RV Lady?
RV Lady got muted somehow and locked up. I think she lost her connection.
Yeah, I wonder if
Oh.
she did. Because she definitely disappeared mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Now we've lost her live feed, too.
Yeah, everything went quiet.
No, I hope not.
There she
Yep.
went.
You went, yeah.
Oh,
I hope she has a link.
where did you say we're going next week?
Somebody send her a link.
She, from what I know, when you start on the YouTube side, if you don't come back within, I think it's 5 minutes, it'll automatically shut us down. So if you all lose, if the whole thing goes down, it's because she didn't know how to get back in.
Okay.
It's only that happens when the person that starts the Hangout, when the person that starts the Hangout loses their connection to the Hangout.
Okay, I've been
Thanks.
carrying on a conversation with somebody on the chat that has been asking me a lot of questions about owning a fifth wheel.
Yeah, go ahead and answer them.
Okay, the fifth wheel that we have is a 38-foot fifth wheel. We bought it with the idea that we would be traveling with it. My husband had some significant health issues, and so we weren't able to do that. I don't think we would have liked it anyway because the fifth wheel is so large and so difficult to pull that we really wished we'd stayed with our Class A, which was also a 38-foot. And when I moved into this fifth wheel, I found out that it has much, much less storage area than our Class A did. And you can't pull a toad behind a fifth wheel. That was the other big disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
That answers his question. Or J.J. Wright was the one that was asking me.
You don't need a toad when you got the truck, though, right?
Right. But the truck that we had, in order to pull this huge fifth wheel, was a big diesel pickup truck that used a lot of gas and was very uncomfortable. And that was another disadvantage, is that we didn't like riding in the big truck. And we traded it in for a smaller truck, and now can't move our fifth wheel if we wanted to because we don't have a truck that will pull it. But
Yeah, I'm scared of driving a fifth wheel. I know people say that's the way to go, but I'm scared of trying to pull those fifth wheels around Colorado mountains.
well, the other thing is people think that a fifth wheel has a lot more space, and they just don't. When the salesman was trying to sell this to us, he told me that my kitchen had so much cabinet space, but he didn't tell me that I was going to have to get a step ladder to get into because I have 14-foot ceilings in my kitchen.
Holy cow.
So the top cabinets are totally unreachable without a ladder. And there's no underneath space. In a Class A, you've got all that basement space underneath.
Yeah.
And we have, yeah, we've got slides. We have 4 slides. The issue I have with the slides in my Class A or my fifth wheel is that they all operate on one switch. So when I hit that switch, all 4 slides go in, or all 4 slides go out.
Wow.
And I don't like that. I do have a nice large living room. That's the only thing that's better. But I had more seating in my Class A. I had in this one, I basically have 2 places to sit, and then the other seating is at the dining room table. So it's my Class A was roomier, even though it was the same size. It was roomier. It was easier to entertain people. It had more storage space, and it had a more usable kitchen. So that's just my take on it. You know, it has a lot to do with the floor plan of the rigs you're looking at. But to me, I'd much rather have a Class A. The problem you have, the difference between a Class A